Hi guys! Hello my demons and ghoulies. It is the new year! It's 2022, finally. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like it's been a long 2021. And I thought, to start off the new year, it would be nice to do something a little chill. A little, something nice to unwind to, or maybe you could join me. Some draw time. Get some doodles in, or maybe do homework or something along with it. Just something nice and easy. I have been in the new year, and at the very end of last year, technically, I've been starting to do studies every morning for maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hours, right before lunch. And it's mostly because I realized that I need to brush up on some of my skills, and this has actually been a great way to not only warm up every day before I start drawing for the rest of the day, but it's also just really good practice. So come along, come join me. Come join me while I draw. And I'm not using anything fancy. I just went to Google for this and was like, let me see if I can find some dynamic poses that are actually interesting. But yeah, thought it might be nice to also take some time to reflect on the previous year and then maybe talk about some goals for this year. So last year was kind of nuts because, the pandemic is still going on, but people are still going outside, or they're more allowed to go outside. But I stayed inside for the most part, and just was adjusting to that, and it was kind of also a weird time because I started working for a video game, technically speaking. For those of you who don't know, I have been doing some of the art for the VR card game that is free, by the way, Cards and Tankards. So I got my foot in the door with, I guess, what you could call my first art job. And I'm still doing it currently, but it was kind of a change to be doing freelance to something like this. And that has taught me a lot. And I'm still learning from it, and I'm still very much enjoying it. But that was probably the biggest goal achieved, stepping stone of 2021. And I'm very, very thankful for it. And I'm kind of thankful for not only the quarantine helping to aid that, I think, but also I had a friend who helped network me in. I feel like 2021 ended up being a year of self-reflection of like what I want to do or how I want to go about things interpersonally, not necessarily related to art, but I had some like more family issues. And I was dealing with some of that and adjusting to those emotions accordingly. But I feel like all in all, 2021 was kind of blech. Maybe I'm the only one who feels that way. I mean, here's the thing. I also did get engaged, but like, I knew it was coming. It wasn't like a big surprise, but it was also the year I got to finally go see some family again for the summertime, after moving out here. So it was like things were finally starting to change, but it felt so slow and like sluggish, and they were like the most hesitant of changes because things were still kind of uncertain in some way, shape, or form. And I realized at the very end of 2021 that I have some changing to do. I and this is why I'm also sketching or doing studies every day, is that I had this mindset from a teacher in college. He sort of, I'm trying to remember what the class was exactly. I think it was a sort of like self-advertisement or how to like put yourself out there sort of class. It was mandatory, so we have to take it. It's part of the curriculum. But he was talking about how to get yourself out there and how he ended up getting work and becoming not well known, but like known enough to continuously get jobs, was that he was posting on Instagram every single day. And it wasn't necessarily pictures of art, but it was sometimes pictures of himself or maybe a work in process or a doodle, and then he just kind of ended up getting work. And unfortunately, I ended up taking a lot of that mindset to heart, and maybe it's because I'm a perfectionist, I have no idea, but my brain took it as I have to post a finished piece every day except the weekends, and that's not good. It's incredibly bad. It's like a really great way to burn yourself out really quickly, and I did that for years. And right at the end of 2021, I realized I can't do this anymore. This isn't great, and my fiance helped me multiple times to finally scooch me in the right direction, and it's definitely sticking this year. I am going to be focusing on quality over quantity. I don't know if you guys ever see me like live stream or when I post, but like typically with commission work or something, I can finish something in a day, even if it's like a big painted piece, and people are always like, oh, you're so fast, I can't believe that, like please take your time. And I'm like, no, I have to do it now, and I'm gonna really try and change that, because I think I'm gonna end up killing my wrist, killing my brain cells, and I'm gonna end up, I think, killing my drive for art, which is like what I really don't want to do. So other than doing studies every day, which at first I was like, oh, this kind of sucks, I actually kind of hate this. It's becoming more like, okay, no, I'm seeing some progress. This is actually kind of nice. I am also doing, or at least trying to do, stretches every single day or night at some point in the day. Just sit on the floor and touch my toes, crack my back maybe. Even if it's just like 5 or 10 minutes, I do find it's nice, especially because I'm so old that I'm already having back issues. Maybe because I just have a bad back, but also probably because of posture issues. So I feel like, changing the way I sit in my chair and also stretching has definitely helped that, and I do absolutely recommend it. I still need to get into the habit of getting up from my desk and just walking or stretching my wrists every couple of hours. I think it's the thing that goes unnoticed really easily, because like, oh, you're in the zone, why do you want to get up? Like, I just want to keep going. But I think it is really important, especially because if you're sitting all day, like, you really should get some blood flowing at some point. Other than that, I have a goal of just not being more like social, but to just be able to reach out to people more often and to just like make more friends. I do have another video coming that sort of ties into that, and that will be the next one posted probably, but shh, that's for later. But like, I wanna, and this sounds silly, but like, I want to comment on people's art more, like, oh, I love your art, like if it's people I really admire, rather than just like staring at my phone like, I want to be like, that's a really good job, or like, how did you do this? Like, I want to interact more. Maybe that's a good way to put it. I'm incredibly shy. Like, maybe online it doesn't seem so, but like, like in person, I just want to hide under a blanket and like do not perceive me. And I guess it is easier for me to be more personal online, which is a good start. But I want to, you know, branch out with that a little more. And I think that kind of coincides with streaming too. Like I really enjoy streaming. Like after I took my winter break, I like came back and I was like, oh man, this is so nice. I really missed this. The community I've been building is really, really nice. So you should come join at some point. It is nice to just like sit and chat with people, and I want to do it more, but I'm still deciding if I want to either do a longer stream or a later stream so that like more people can either see or join, or switch up the days. Like, I don't know. I'd also like to, not this year necessarily, but like maybe if I build more of a following, I'd like to be able to like do merch or like a raffle that I did for Christmas again, and just be able to like give back more. But I'm very hopeful for this year. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because like things are finally starting to come around with the pandemic. I hope, knock on wood somewhere, but like hoping we can finally kick this off and go outside without fear of catching some ick. But it feels like spring in life. Like things are thawing out, things are blooming, things are finally transitioning. And I hope that's not because it is about to be spring and it is the new year. I feel like it's a very common feeling. But I don't typically get this way the new year. I'm like, oh, it's just I have to change the date in my diary. I actually am. I'm feeling that change. I feel the planets align. And it feels good. I am confident that you guys are gonna see some high quality stuff in the coming months, not days, because I'm gonna take longer. I'm gonna push myself to take longer. But also, speaking of my diary, journal, whatever you want to call it, I actually have been journaling every day, and I'll either do it at the very end of the day, like as I'm winding down, or I'll do it the very next morning while it's still like fresh in my mind. And I find it's really nice because I get to reflect on that day, which is kind of a gratitude training, I guess. It's like, oh, like I got to do this cool thing, and maybe I didn't like this thing. It kind of made me feel funky. But it's also kind of, I don't want to say memory training, but it's keeping my memory sharper, because I have a really bad memory sometimes. It's like I'll remember things from years ago, and then sometimes I forget what I had for breakfast. You know what I mean? So, but it also just feels really nice. I got like a nice little like a bullet journal with all the little dots on it, and it's like, oh, so ASMR, so relaxing, so satisfying. Wow. It's something that I think ties into like self-care stuff. Like recently I am trying to do like a skincare routine, which at first sounds kind of silly, but it is. It's like, it's self-care. Like I'm taking care of my body every day, and like taking that time to just relax, do something nice for me, for this one body I got. Like, why not, you know? So it has been another goal, I think, to just like be nice to myself, be good to what I am, and not feel so bad if I end up doing something for myself or spending money on myself, which is something I have had since I was basically born. It's like I just hate doing anything for myself. It's like, what's the point? It's so selfish. So I'm trying to not think that way. But as we start to wind down, I would like to hear your guys' New Year's resolutions, if you have any, or what you plan to do for the year, if you've got like any goals or anything. So let me know in the comments below. I will see you guys, not next week, the week after? That's my schedule, right? It's been so long, but yeah, I'll have stuff hopefully uploaded regularly. Leave any comments of stuff you'd like me to do this year, anything new, anything of the same. I don't know, we'll see. But I will talk to you guys, or see you guys, in the next video, and I'll leave this little tidbit left for you to just enjoy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to all my patrons for supporting me. Special shout out goes to my $20 Demon tier patrons, Mimi Chai and Jay Laughs. See you guys next time, bye!